Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Airport CEO. We are playing the release version of Airport CEO, and as you can see, we've got room for plenty of extra flights. So I thought I'd definitely get some more contracts. These smaller flights are lining up pretty well to the size of the airport, even though we have a few open spaces in the morning, but the medium and large stands are pretty empty for the most part. And I do think we need to sort that out. What is going on here? Do we have extra contracts? Do we have extra flights available? No. This one does. A small flight though, which is not being able to schedule. Why is that? We should be able to find a gap for it. Can I? Oh, I can't schedule myself? Okay, anyway, we're not going to worry about that. What we are going to do is we're going to immediately go into the economy tab and see what other contracts are offered. So, I think which ones would we do? We've got a 5-star rating. This is kind of what it's been told to me, that's like the 5-star rating there. So we can certainly pick up 5-star flights. So something like Swiftly, I think, is one that we will do. So let's grab Swiftly over there. Can we grab another 5-star airline contract? We don't have any others. We've got a few 4-stars though, but maybe we'll start off with just the one and see how we can start filling that one up a little bit more. I would hope, oh, actually, all filled up for the day over here on the large flights. We need way more medium flights. So we'll have plenty of large flights coming in during the day today. We are running at full speed. There's a delay over here, and it's predominantly due to the check-in desks. That queue is starting to get out of hand a little bit. I'm not going to do too much more down here. We really need to start saving our money for the expansion of the check-in area, which will be up here. What's going on down here? Not a lot of lighting, and we never actually installed the excuse me, we never actually installed the, what is it called? The metro. What is this? This is an extra world entrance. This is the one, the subway entrance. We've never actually gone and installed the subway entrance. And I think probably right in the middle over here is where we need it. That is the middle, right? Yeah, that's exactly the middle. So what we may do is we may do one on this side, one on the other side, or two next to each other, or even 3 of them. And either way, what we'll do is we will go ahead and remove that, right? Well, let's remove more of it so that we can actually squeeze that in. It's a little difficult to see where that needs to go. But that's the spot right over there, and then we'll go and squeeze back in the other pieces. So I think that's the spot right there. We'll do that, and we will link this all back up again. There we go. So now we can actually get people in and out via subway. I think that's a very good start. I don't want to delay anybody. Whoa, that's getting out of hand. Maybe we'll do a few more. Wow, that's getting really out of hand. Okay, let's add a little bit more security. We need to of course sort out the rest of this. Well, we'll allow staff at the small ones over here too. Okay, we'll get a bit of a queue going on this one, just so that we try and alleviate the queue a little bit, because it's getting a tad out of hand. But we will of course do a much more proper setup. At the moment, wow, look at all these people. At the moment we're just saving up a bit of cash so that we can get a few more so that we can get the top level going. Actually, to be honest, we've got a fair bit of cash. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and start the top level. What I wanted to do is I just wanted to make sure that we align it to this side over here. Okay, so we'll align it to that operation there. So how much is this going to cost us? 300,000. That's pretty much what we've got. So we'll do that as a starting point. Then we'll need to link these guys up, 72,000 over there. So there's our link up straight away. we'll need to plan this in a modular fashion to allow for to allow for the modular expansion of our check-in area. Okay, so check-in will need to happen over here, and we'll need to find a way to drop our bags down to the lower level. And I'm thinking it needs to run somewhere at the front over here, so we can drop it, I don't know where, thereabouts, or yeah, something like that. If we drop it there, we should be able to build a fairly detailed area for it. Of course, what we'll need to do is we'll need to provide some escalators and stuff. So let's start working on that. Now, the question is, do we want escalators as well as stairs? Probably. Oh, we need lifts as well. Okay, we'll do lifts. We will do escalators and lifts. I want to line it up with this guy. So if we do that, go upstairs, it should be pretty much in the middle. Yeah, I think that's exactly what we want to do. So I'm going to pop it in right over there. Okay, so now guys can... actually, I want to do that just so we get it a little closer. At the same time, I would like to do some form of lifts. So we can do many lifts over here. Yeah, I was hoping. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do lifts like so, and we'll get a little bit of a door, a little bit of a wall going, like that. And now this area is kind of sorted out, isn't it? So we've got lifts coming upstairs. What we'll do is we'll make sure to wall off that section there. That's going to be fine. We'll wall to there, and we'll wall to there, and then this is kind of our our building core. That's awesome. So people will be able to get to the check-in area. I think that makes a lot of sense the way that's been set up. If we go upstairs here, I think this is the area where we're eventually going to do the bathrooms. So bathrooms, and you've given me a fair bit of a, there's been a bit of a good idea with regards to the bathroom. So let's see, if we want to do the bathroom something like this, right? Okay, if I actually do multiple bathrooms in here. So let's zone these two. So the idea that's been given in the comments was to zone it like this and just not have a door in between. Yes, and I think that will work really well. And then what we'll need to do is we'll line these guys up like so, back to back, basically. Man, I think that will be pretty awesome. We'll also have enough room to extend it on this side, so I'll do a little bit more like that. Actually, maybe we'll do we do a little bit of this and then do a little bit of that on this side? Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay. And what we'll do is we will just make sure to put something like this in there, and we'll add some doors. I think that is quite good. Why is, what's going on? Let's just see. What's happening? Yeah, I think security might be a bit of a problem. We'll check that out now. We'll check that out in just a minute. We'll check that out now. I believe we probably have a lot of people over here now. So okay, so this will be the gents' bathroom. Thank you. We'll open that up. This will be the ladies. We'll open that up, and we'll need to provide this with a bit of some other stuff in there as well. What's going on with our flights? No, don't delay anymore. These guys are arriving. Are we short of staff or anything like that? Okay, people are arriving. These are fairly large aircraft. We're getting a lot of people getting out of there. They're actually filling up most of this. They can board pretty quickly. Are we getting them through security quick enough? Yes, check-in might be a bit of a problem. I think everything is in fact working. I don't know why we had all the delays we had. Fueling is a bit of a problem, it seems. Actually, boarding a bit of a problem as well on the big planes. Yeah, fueling certainly a bit of a problem. Okay, what are they saying? We are missing a ton of stuff. So let's get a few more vehicles going on. certainly I'm after these big guys. So let's get 2 of those guys. Hopefully that will allow our fueling a little bit better. I'm going to go with the large pull force. We'll get a couple more of them. We'll get 1 more of these guys and 1 more of those guys. I think that should do the trick. Oh, another comment, and we'll get to that now. So more products are arriving to hopefully service these guys a little bit quicker. I also want to start setting up these additional services, the catering and the cleaning services, so that we can offer a bit more of a service to our people, to our airlines. What are we missing in terms of staff? Ooh, janitors, service technicians, even the ramp agents is almost running out. But it's really close. It's really close. It's not a big deal on those guys just yet. So what another comment that I had is that I should actually have a look at the emergency response. And this is exactly it. So I haven't done all of these elements, and for that reason, we might not be getting emergency. So we'll come back to that as soon as we've kind of equalized all of our stuff over here. Got another TU, I believe, TU 144 over here. Excellent. Look at where it's actually unloading. I don't know these planes at all, so presumably that is the correct spot for unloading it. But anyway, that should do the trick. I do want the big guys to be fueling over here and not over here as much. Our money is rolling back in pretty quickly. What are we missing? Fuel truck shortage yet again. Belt loaders, actually. Okay, well, let's grab at least another fuel truck. Vehicles, another fuel truck. One of the big guys over here, 1 more, and maybe another belt loader. It was just talking about the small belt loader, so just get another belt loader over there also. We'll try and get these guys sorted and moved through fairly quickly. Now my concern is, I believe we're still seeing people over here, so these might not be big enough. That could be the issue. Wow. Interesting. Well, it's an interesting setup. I don't think we're ever going to beat the odds over there. The big planes are moving in here. Air Strada is available. Let's quickly see how many we're getting. It's a pretty good schedule now, so we should be making decent amounts of cash. It's a pretty good schedule. Now, in order to make sure we're running... Yeah, so they can go down over there to get to this arrangement. Wow, look at all of that. So we're obviously struggling to get people through to the planes, right? Yeah, that's a bit of a challenge that we're facing. Well, actually, they've all cleared security, so security is not the problem. It's just getting them boarded quick enough. So I think the service is, yeah, certainly this is where we're starting to run out of some stuff. So let's get a few more staff members as well. What I'm after is a couple more ramp agents, so we'll hire some of our good ramp agents over here, 4 more of them. Grab me an extra 2 security guards, that's fine, and another couple of janitors, 1 there, that's okay. Another service technician or 2. Yeah, I think 2 service technicians should be good. That should hopefully help us out a little bit. We're not struggling with check-in or anything like that at the moment. It's very busy over here, very busy. So we should be making a ton of cash off of our service providers, and hopefully we can fill in a few more over here. Why are we continuously having issues with this? Is it fueling? Is it, what exactly is it? You've got everything you need, so you may as well go, right? Yeah, you've done. Yeah, so this guy still needs fuel. Fuel is there. Needs some of this. What are we struggling with? Missing boarded passengers. Where are my passengers? Oh, am I missing passenger service agents? I've got a staff room over here, so they should be fine. Don't do that. Keep going. Wow, now we've got a lot of passengers over here. We're running 2,000 odd passengers. Janitors is our only problem at this stage, which is okay. Janitors is not the end of the world, though. I do want us to ensure that we have sufficient janitors, though. So let's hire a few more. Let's reject a couple in the hope we'll get a couple more greens. Highly skilled is what I'm after. Okay, so there's a few more over there. I've moved this a little bit so it makes a little bit more sense from the tunnels underneath perspective. So it's a like shortest path kind of scenario. These guys, how many people do we have working over here? 4. So this should be running pretty decent. Let's add an extra one over there. Run that to be a little quicker. The distances that needs to be covered by our vehicles is pretty good. So that's okay. Why did that guy pay me less? Was it late? I do wonder. Let's see about this guy. It's about 10,000 is what it should be paying, right? 10,000 for that. Okay, fair enough. Now we should have enough money to continue this operation. I do like the new setup with this over here. So let's quickly get some additional nice flooring down and through there. That should be okay. That's fair enough. Okay, now what I'm after is how am I going to do these check-in things? And we need to make sure, yeah, so check-in has to be on the outside and at the bottom over here. I think let's start it off at the bottom, to be very honest with you. So if we go with check-in desks, and let's start it off with a little bit of flight information. We'll get ourselves an information counter maybe up there. We'll squeeze in a couple of them actually. We'll need to find a room for our staff room up here as well, which we will do in just a jiffy. Now, we do need a fair bit of this stuff, this kind of stuff. I'm happy to do a little bit of this. I'm happy to give us a fair bit of, oh, that's not aligned properly. Now that's not quite where I wanted it though. There we go. That's what I'm after. So now that should provide the information that is necessary. To be honest, I can probably do the other side of them as well so that you can see them from both sides. That's fine. Now that indicates the areas of kind of arrival. Now let's get our check-in desks in place. And I'm after these guys. So let's see. So with these guys in mind, we'll start it off. So if we want to do this, that's kind of what we're going to do. So we'll do, no, not that one. We'll do a little bit of this. Please, why are you all of a sudden open? You need to be closed. I've got no idea. Well, let's quickly just close. Oh, come on. I can't drag, but I can shift, hold shift and click. So that's kind of the idea. I'm not too sure. This is pretty pricey, I understand. So let's continue with that. It's not too pricey, it seems. It seems like we fairly comfortably can squeeze them in. They're 5,000 each. There we go. That's about the spot there. Let's just close them all out before we end up getting some passengers there. Now, with that in mind, we can now start running a baggage belt is what we're after. So let's just start it off over here. And we'll run it up to there. And then what we'll do is how large is the dip down? If we do, yes, that's the one we're after. We'll see where that goes. So we'll need to make a little room for it there. And we'll squeeze that in there. Then we'll get some of the other ones to come on in. What I'll also need to do is grab the other pieces of this. So these kiosk things. And what I intend to do is actually, you know what? Because a lot of this is, yeah, it just makes sense to me that I do something a little bit more interesting with this. So if we do that kind of arrangement, okay, and we should be able to squeeze in, well, let's do this. I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. We could do that. Could do another row there and another row here. Actually, that makes a fair bit of sense. And now there's like a bit of extra room in there. This is fine. This is fine. Let's remove these. I don't like this. Let's remove this. But now this doesn't make sense to me, sorry. Now my OCD is taking over. So if we do this, is that okay? That's okay, that's reasonable, I think. Now what I'll do is now I'll copy and paste this, because of course we can still do that. We'll do copy and paste mode, and the intention is probably to do that. There we go. So now that's all kind of working, so these guys should be fine. And we can start doing check-in over here. Let's go down and see about connecting this up. In order for us to do that though, we'll have to get rid of this at some point. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to wall this off, because to me it makes sense that we wall through there and we'll tie it in over there. It's not perfect right now. As we remove this, it should get better. Now let's get this guy going. Okay, now with that in mind, come on, is that going to be fine? Look at that. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm after. Now we should be able to get these guys to work. So check-in should work a little bit better up there. Before we commission all of this, let's make sure to get some security going on here too. So let's grab the security area. I think this will be sufficient for check-in, and what we'll do is we'll get some maybe normal check-in desks on these sides. In terms of security though, what is the size of the big ones? Let's get the big ones to make sure that we get that to work. So my intention is that we do something like this. This is obviously expandable as we go. So let's do that. What are they? Are they 4x4? No, they're 4.5 by 4.5. So let's do something like this. Now we need to make sure that I believe that is about right. Okay, we'll have to zone this as we go, I think. So that will tie in over there. So just the one security zone. We'll make sure to do this. And what we'll do is we'll try and sort out the similar size that we have on the other side there, which is about that much. So now let's see if that'll work for us. That will in fact work for us, and that's exactly the size that I was after. So if we do this, now, can we, yeah, this is not going to work. We're not going to be able to do extras in there. So what I'll do is, no, it's not going to work the way I would like it to work. Okay. If that's the case, sorry, I'm going to close these. Sorry, close them. And I'm going to do this, and we're going to redo that security piece. I've given this a little bit more thought, and what we'll do instead is we'll do it in the middle. So if that's the middle, we'll do something like this. We'll need a little bit more room on both sides, and we need to bear in mind that we need the queue. So if we go with the large guys in here now, and what we can do is we can certainly start this up a little bit higher. Anyway, to at least indicate that we'll have multiples. So will we do this? No, we won't do that. That's going to be too little space there. I'd rather we use a little bit more space here. Now the question is, if we do this one and that one, we need to expand this a little more. So we need at least 2 more on this side and at least 2 more on that side, in order to give us ourselves a little bit of a channel in the middle. Yeah, we'll now have a 4-wide channel in the middle there. So if I have one there, it means the next one goes in about there. I think that should be okay, but then we can expand to the outside. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Let's do that. Let's do that. We'll do this one. We'll do that one. We'll expand this area up to here. Get that one in place, we'll get that one in place, and we'll trim the security area back. And what we'll do is we will, I'm assuming, place a wall in here with maybe a window or of some kind. No, even the window doesn't actually fit in there. Oh, we'll do that. I think that's okay. So that kind of indicates that this is the secure area. People can now move their way through here. We need a ton more people to actually work this area though. Don't do that. We need some queuing going on here. So let's come on. So we'll do a little bit of this in terms of the queuing space. There we go, there we go, there we go. And up there, I think that's about appropriate, the three. Let's do the similar thing on this side. This time we're queuing up that way. That's fine. Similarly, so these queues are, I think, actually a little bit shorter. That's not good. That's not good. Let's trim this thing back a little. There we go. Now we've got some queues going on. We need way more security officers now, so let's hire ourselves some security officers. We'll have to train them, so let's start them off with the greens, and then we'll need to make sure we train them a little bit more. Staff overview, give me my security officers. Let's train them up to the max, please. I just want to keep an eye on what my budgets are looking like. Whoa, some of these are costing a fair bit to be trained. Nice, there we go. Pretty good security officers there. Hopefully we can open up all of these, or some of them, or actually move it on over to this side though. So for the time being, what I'm going to do is, I can actually do Windows straight away. So let's do that, and that, and then we'll see about squeezing in a little bit of an extra window in there. That will work there. This side we'll just put a little bit of wall in there because I know you guys don't like the secure areas not to be secured. So that should work. We do need staff rooms and stuff in here. We should be able to expand upon this. Now this should be all connected up though. So let's quickly, and what we'll do is we'll go about halfway through. So we'll do this half. Oh, come on. And we'll tie them in here. And we'll open them up for business. And then we'll take the next half of them. This is since learning this is so much better. Take the next half of them over there. We will tie them up with this one and we will connect that up. What we can obviously do is split it to this side as well. In the future, do we need more security officers? Yeah, we certainly do. Let's grab a few more. And that's probably about the end of the episode, guys. Probably. Let's hire that one and this one and that one and reject a few and hire that one. Come on. Come on. Oh, crap. Okay, so now, actually, let's see our staff overview. Should have a pretty bad one. I'm going to fire that one straight away. We'll train this one up a little bit more. Train that up, train that up. There we go. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually not going to extend the emergency tutorial just yet. Oh, and what I want to do is close these guys. So close that one, please. Close this one. Close that one. Close that one. So we'll have the extra security guards available to go upstairs, and then we'll start closing the big guys as well, and hopefully we can move on everybody upstairs then. I do need, yes, okay, so now all of our security operations should be working. Guys can go down to that side, or they can come into the international area. So excellent, so that piece is starting to happen. There's a lot of people around. We should probably need to start expanding some of these facilities as well. I'm just going to switch off these guys. We don't want them to be coming up here. They'll go and use that side. I'll slowly start to get rid of this also. But yeah, there's a ton of stuff coming in here. Actually works fairly well. Hopefully the rest of it is all working. Oh man, not too bad. Not too bad boarding. Excellent. That's going to be a pushback. Okay, things are actually looking pretty good. Things are looking pretty good, guys. Excellent. Okay, I think I'm going to call it there. Let's have a look. Really? Are our queues a little too short? Can't we accommodate? Seems like it. Okay, let's expand our queues just a tad. Okay, and now this one. Just want to make sure we've got all of our queuing all switched on. And down there, and up, and down here, and up there, and there we go. So now we've got a little bit more room here, but certainly seems like we will need to expand our area a fair bit more. And now we're out of some security officers here also. Oh, it's because they run out of people leave, change shift, and then we've got some issues with it. Anyway, we'll sort that out. There's a few more things that we need to do here before this can be working, before this will be properly working, but I think we'll move through them fairly quickly. I mean, getting through security here isn't that bad. It is a pretty long queue though, but I think we're doing okay. And people are moving towards the spots where they want to go. I don't mind it too much. Oh, actually, it's only 1,500 people in the airport. We don't have massive queues down here, which is okay. I like it. And these queues are being managed fairly quickly, and our money is running. So we should be able to expand this a little bit fairly soon. I'll probably just expand it to the one side here and see how because I would like us to tie that in a better spot. We'll see. We will see. Yeah, presumably it should actually just drop in right over here somewhere, and we'll just see about running it around or something like that. Okay, that's good. Guys, I'm going to call the end to the episode. So this is our new check-in area. I will add some more check-in desks, the kind of manual variety in here. And we'll definitely need to add some seating, maybe a shop or two, definitely a staff room. There's a few things that's missing from this area as it stands. But we should hopefully get that in fairly soon now. Given our money is rolling in pretty quickly, that should be okay. Guys, if you've enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!